took me a year to figure out the exact reality creation formula that actually worked for me. A lot of it comes down to what you believe in personally, right? A certain type of meditation could work for somebody, a certain type of affirmation could work for another. I need the mallet. Different types of whatever could, like, there, you could do anything. That's the problem I faced, is having all of this idea that, like, okay, well, once I watch the next vid, it's going to have the answer. There's going to be this new technique that I figure out that's going to have the answer. When in reality, it comes down to anything you think is going to work is going to work, because it all comes down to your beliefs anyway. And that alone right there, even just what I said, is like, what are you choosing to believe? Are you believing that something's going to change down the road and you'll figure it out when the next vid drops, or you find the next person who's into reality creation, manifestation style videos? So I want to share 3 examples in varying degrees of manifestation. It took me a year to come up with this formula. It's just what works for me. But it's kind of like, what I'm on about too is like, it's kind of like when how people say you don't read the Bible, you read your level of consciousness. This is very true. Whoa, careful there, Buster. Like, this is nothing new. Like, the shit I'm gonna tell you is nothing new. And it's actually a formula that requires 0 action, believe it or not. I know a lot of people are, oh, you know, you go to fucking action. Yes, there's action involved, right? But the formula itself does not include any specific, like, go and do this, then go do that. So I'm gonna give you 3 examples. The first one was in like early summer, and you know, this is when I was still a little bit down bad, but I'm getting better though. Down bad is the wrong word. I just wasn't figured out. I still felt lost. We had just started our AI business and brand scaling agency. Convinced them to quit their jobs. Well, at least one of the bros doing it full time now. Shout out, kid. I convinced him to, you know, quit his job so we could go all in on this. It's a very kind of little example, but it has a lot of meaning. So we're trying to get Flix. We have 0 clients. We don't know how to use the software we're using at all. We've never done IT bullshit. We've never done anything like that. We just fuck around with ChatGPT more than the average person, right? I need it for my coaching business as well, this business as well. I use it a lot. We did some studying throughout the summer, and we decide AI agency, business and brand scaling is what we want to do. We want to appear as though, obviously, not a fake it till you make it type beat. I think the word fake is the wrong word to use, but a embodiment step, right? So we want to spruce up a Instagram. We rebranded an Instagram from a business we had the year before in the summer that did not go anywhere. So we completely rebranded that Instagram to our AI agency, and we needed shit to post. And no one's going to want to buy from a non-professional looking account, especially when it comes to business scaling and integration. You're going to want to work with trusted people, right? Not even trusted, but like people who look like they have their shit together. Fresh gram page, nothing on there. And we're like, all right, what we finna do? So we set out. One of the early shits we used to do was, I just burned that. We had it on our schedule almost every Friday, was go and get some flicks, do a little photo shoot, whatnot, you know, and just to have the flicks too, like, we all be handsome, charming young men, you know what I mean? Have these cool little flicks and all that, even if we don't use them for the business Instagram. But that was the goal. So we decided to go out to this nice telly in a neighboring town. And, you know, we get in there, right? This is the first example. I want y'all to pay attention and try to piece together what I'm doing, and then see what the common denominators in the other stories. So we pull up to the telly, right? All we had in mind was We brought some props and shit too. You know, we were taking it seriously. But we're having fun with it though. Like, we're just out here to bool. We're literally just out here to bool and get a couple lit flicks. Like, that was the objective, right? And when I'm with the bros, we've been boys for over a decade. We've been boys for over a decade, so we're very comfortable with each other, right? And pause, that sounded a little crazy, but we get out there and I'm always in the zone with them, bro. I'm always authentic, like getting out there, socializing, this and that. Like, I am definitely myself with the bros, and same goes for them, right? So we're just in a natural state of bool. It's always a good fucking time. The two brothers that I'm talking about, the boys, they were known back in the day for like the two brothers who don't argue. They just get along. I don't know, maybe not even get along, but like they just don't argue. They're very level-headed. So we're out there, all that to say, we're just having a good time. And we all used to climb towers and shit in Boston, or just locally too in the cities, and do roof climbs, right? So we have this stealth experience and infiltration experience, and that was kind of kicking in. We go into the, you know, we're dressed all dapper and shit. We get in there and we're kind of looking around. We're like, all right, we need like a conference room or something. That was the objective. That's what we all envisioned. Was like, all right, we need a conference room to just make it look like we're up there having a conference out on stage with the microphone in the binder, talking face to face with another bro, like over the shoulder. I'm gonna put up some flicks, right? But there's no guarantee going in that, one, this would be the building, two, we would even be able to do it today. But we had put this day off for so long, just trying to piece it together. And other shit comes up in the business, you know, you got to take care of. So here we are, looking around, and bro low-key fumbled. We went in and went right to the desk and asked for the conference room, which, when it comes to like the climbs and shit, the stealth missions, don't be doing that. You just gotta go in and know what you're doing. Just look like you own the place, right? We did not do that initially going in, because no one had ever been there before. We don't know if they even got a conference room. We just figured they do. And sure enough, the lady's like, yeah, did y'all book it out? And we're like, no, we did not. But we're just trying to see it, get a couple flicks in there. And she was the only lady working the front desk. And this is a nice ass hotel, bro. This is some shit that'd be like, I don't even know, bro. Fucking, who knows? A multi-hundred per night style residence. Where like you would pull up as a wealthy head from another state to like be in the area. And we get in there, and she walks. She's like, "Oh, I can just show y'all, whatever. Like, it's right around the corner." We go through this nice ass cafe. They got like a bar cafe. This is a hotel, bro. And this shit like a 5-star dining joint. So we're walking by. She opens up this one little conference room as we're walking down this long ass hallway, and it is nice as fuck, dude. They got like a projector, a big ass TV. They got a the puppy keys. They got a nice ass table. They got plants in there, just like modern decor, right? They got fucking Saratoga water bottles lined at every seat. Some shit I had never seen before. I'm like, bruh. And I don't know if she said how much it was, but for some reason I'm remembering something along the lines of like $500 an hour or something to be in that room. And we're like, okay, it was like a small little room, you know, but I mean, not that small. Like, you know, let me try and envision here. It's probably like a 12 by like, not 25, maybe like 20, 18, 12 by 18 or so. Got the, you know, y'all picture it. I'm up there, and we're just like, dang, yeah, this is nice. She had to scan the key card to get in though, type shit. This is like one of those Johns, right? So she scans it. We get in there, we're checking it out, and we're like, we pull out that final, like, mind if we just get it, like, we're already here, get a couple pics? And she's like, no, sorry, like, I gotta go back to the desk, and y'all gotta rent it out, it's only $500 now. We're like, Like, nah, it's fine, it's fine. And we walk by, we're walking out, and as she's holding the door open, me and kid stay back. He gets a quick couple flick of me up there, like, type shit. And then we're sitting in the lobby now at this point. She bees out, and we hear some commotion going on in that long ass hallway. And we're like, can we, as she was walking us back, we're like, is this another conference room here? Like, there's a big ass one. Is this? She's like, yeah, this is a big ass one right here. But they're cleaning it out, getting ready for the next conference that they're about to have. So we're like, dang, can we just hop in there real quick? Like, bro's out there cleaning it. They got the Spanish bro out there, no Ingles, cleaning it and shit. And she's like, no, absolutely not. They're cleaning it before the next time. Oh, fuck, all right. So she goes back to the desk, not even in sight. And this is the next step in the process. Things we're like, damn, like, we're lucky fucked, but we're still booling, right? We're just chilling. We're literally here, nice ass environment. We're just chilling. We always know when we're together, there's enhanced luck times 3, times 4, however many the Keats involved. So we're getting ready to try to figure some other shit out. But we all just knew, like, you just fucking get some flicks in the lobby, bro. Like, this is a nice ass environment. Like, everything looks hella clean, whatever. We'll just get some flicks in the lobby, bro. Fuck it. We're now in the lobby, expressing our creativity, getting flicks, booing about, not a care in the world. And we got a couple nice ass flicks. But we wanted videos. We wanted nicer flicks. We wanted a big environment. Not this little, like, corner of the lobby trying to frame other heads out. We wanted some nice shit. So kid had an idea. He's like, why don't we just look in the other room? Like, she's gone. We're already booing. We got nice flicks. We could leave right now. We got something. We enjoyed ourselves. We had a good time, expressing creativity, getting creative, tossing ideas out, having fun. And kid has the idea as me and Chid are getting a couple flicks, and kid just goes around back corner, one of the back hallways. It's like one of the back entrances to the big ass conference room, and he just looks inside, and he comes back out. He's like, bro, y'all gotta peep this. This fucking big ass room is nice as fuck. Got a big ass little U-shaped John with mad Johns, and bro's cleaning it up. Like, maybe we can get in there, get a couple flicks. And they just got the one Spanish bro, like, in there cleaning it out. He chilling, he cooling, he got the, the uniform on and all that. And so we go back there, we check it out, and he's just walking by, like, he didn't say nothing, but we're probably like, we know better than to walk in there and be like, excuse me, no. We walked in there, we're like, wow, yeah, it's looking good. We'll have this over there, like, just playing the part, bro, playing the part. So we get in there, we're like, all right, yeah, like, this is sick, and then we just knew right away, let's get some fucking flicks, bro. Let's get some vids. Bro's out there cleaning it. Like, hey, how you doing, my man? Good to see you. Treat bro with respect. He's a good dude. He's out there chilling. He didn't say nothing. We're just out there getting mad flicks, and we're like, oh, this is so fucking hype, bro. Like, and he's cleaning it. We're like, not trying to get in his way either. He's just literally taking all the chairs and all the tables out, and putting it in the back. So we're out there doing our thing. We get a couple flicks and go back, and then we go back into the lobby. We're like, yo, it's fucking hype, bro. Dap each other up, like, that's so sick. But we did not get all the flicks and angles that we wanted. We did not get a couple of me and bro. We didn't get a couple vids. So we're like, we got to go back. We got to go back inside. And at this point, we're lit. We're elevated. Vibe is up. Bool is happening. We're just creative. We could leave again. We could leave right now. Everything's cool. We'll go to the next building. We'll find some other shit. We'll try another day. Whatever it is, bro. Not once were we like, fuck, it's never gonna happen, bro. Not once, right? We go back in there. We're shooting more flicks. We're shooting more vids. No asks. And Spanish bro come up. Like, he's really like no English type shit. And he comes up while we're taking flicks and vids and fucking gifts us a Saratoga water. Each of us, right? Not once in my life have I even ever touched a Saratoga water bottle. That shit luxer, bro. Ooh, that shit luxer, bro. Holy fuck. So Now we're out there really feeling like, all right, this is our spot, bro. Front desk lady not in sight, not even a concern. Bro out here gifting it to us, and then he's like, oh, when you guys come conference, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna come back tomorrow. Like, this is all jargon at this point. We're just out there trying to blend in, and like, yeah, I'm like, God, I want to say, I don't want to fumble the bro's name. I'm gonna find it in the notes. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna just put up on screen, because shout out to bro. It was like Rodrigo or something, bro. And bro was just so chill, bro. He hooked it up, gave us fucking water, bro. He was like, oh, like, something you would do is like, you're trying to look up to, you're trying to bless a bro who's like a step above or whatever. We are not no step above, bro. We're fucking broke. We're just out there playing the part, embodying ideal self. And bro's gifting to us, blessing us. So we are dummy lit. We're like, yeah, we're gonna come back tomorrow. Whatever it is. And then we're gone. That's the first example. All right. Now, I want to, I didn't name the steps yet. After I give the other two examples, I'm gonna tell you the exact 5-step formula that made it all happen and works in every case scenario when it's done right. Now, you're gonna try the formula, right? And sometimes it's not gonna work. Why is that? Keed, you said it works every time, this and that, and you don't even gotta take action. That's true. The hard part is having actual faith and surrendering when you are used to control and controlling every variable. This is the hard part. One of the bros, me and bro were just on about this, a couple days back, because he's very left brain. And part of my coaching is like, you need both. You need right brain and left brain to be able to do shit and work in unison. Hemisync, basically, if y'all know about that, you got to learn about all that. So being able to surrender to the shit that you can't control and that you're not supposed to control anyway. Like, if shit is not going right for you in life right now, take a real honest, raw look at your life and ask yourself, what am I trying to control or reacting to that is actually out of my control? The way people respond, the way people react, the way people see you is all out of your control. So where in your life are you portraying that right now? Positive vid, journal, look at that. Nah, I'm just playing. But for real though, you got to look at those things and be honest with yourself, because that is why it took me a year to find this shit out and make this formula. I mean, obviously I didn't come up with this formula, but like, for me to understand it, I just came up with this formula. It took me a year, almost on the dot, to be honest. Last year, but I'm shooting this on the 30th of November. Last year, like November, December, I started getting into this shit, reality creation. So that's what it is, right? But what was the point I was gonna make? It's the mindset stuff that's gonna make it happen. Like, why are there people that don't study the shit, don't give a shit about the woo-woo, don't give a shit, they're just science heads, right? And the shit works out for them is because they just have conviction. There's no question that they are, like, they're doing more action, but they believe that the action they're doing is going to work. You are expecting the action to work and trying it, and then looking for validation that it's working, and it's not working, and then you get discouraged, and then you feel stuck. All too familiar. I've been there, bro. So that's why I only have 3 real examples that stick out too, is because this shit happens all the time, but these are examples where after I created the technique itself, I started actively applying it in these circumstances that require it. So the second circumstance happened a day or two ago. I'm watching these little dogs for bro, for a family friend for bro, and little ankle biters, little Johns running around and shit. It's an old head who is the owner of the dogs. He out in the hospital and shit. God bless. He finna heal up and all that good stuff. But I'm out here watching him for bro. because other bro on vacation who's supposed to be watching them for Thanksgiving, help out a little. I'm out there. They don't have no toys, bro. I get out there. They don't have no toy. They have one little ass raggy little like cow or something, little stuffed animal, and then they got like a rubber bone with some frayed rope on the ends. Old ass toys. Oh, they don't get. So we out there, and I come back like a couple days after. I'm like, I gotta get these little Johns a toy, bro. So I just bring him a tennis ball because bro told me like one of the landscapers finessed the tennis ball or something. And I'm like, okay, that's fucked. Let me get him a little tennis ball. I didn't even think they'd be able to handle a tennis ball, to be honest, but they can. They're little ankle biter Johns, but they make it work. They make it happen. They cool, they cute, they creative. I'm gonna throw up a couple of vids on screen as I'm talking about them. So I bring him a tennis ball, and I come back, and I give him the tennis ball. They are having a blast with the tennis ball. Like a little kid in a candy store, bro. They're getting lit. They're running around, mad cute. They just lighten up. They get more comfortable with you too. Yeah, can you find? There's a ball out here somewhere for you. You gotta go find it. So I bring him the tennis ball. I come back the other day. Bro told me about the neighbor who thinks they like him, but they don't like him because he had to yank one inside one time because he wasn't listening. Now he's scarred. Some shit, bro looks like Dr. Phil, bro, right? So he come by, he bring him treats and shit, but he like through the fence and shit. Just so I don't know, he just be a little weird, but that's all right, bro. Everyone get their thing, And he comes by one day, comes in the yard while I'm out there scooping the poop, and he's like, "Oh, you're doing the fun stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, fucking, be respectful, bro. Like, I'm in their yard, like I'm not gonna leave Mad Dookie out there and shit. Pick up because I stepped on it a couple times. That shit sucks. Go ahead. So I'm out there scooping the poop. This man running around with the dogs for a minute, and he bees out. He's like, "Oh, have a good one." I'm like, "All right, bet." He bees out. I'm done scooping the Duke, and I'm like, "All right, let's get ready to go back inside. Let's throw around the ball one more time." The ball is gone. Now their yard, it's a fenced-in yard, and there's no like bushes and shit in the yard. They got a nice little yard, right? And I'm thinking, I'm piecing it together. I'm like, bro took the ball. Bro finessed the ball. Bro is a menace. Dr. Phil is a fucking menace. He took their ball because he know the dogs actually don't like him. And he's just a menace, bro. That's what I'm thinking to myself. So I'm thinking of the worst possible case scenario that happened is the one that actually happened. But then I immediately surrender. I'm like, I'll just go get him another fucking ball. Whatever. I'll just go get him another ball. But first, I lapped the yard mad times. Like, I'm telling you, it's a clear yard. There's nothing, like, there's nowhere it could go. They're little ankle biters. That shit's not bouncing over the fence or nothing. And there's nowhere it could go. I look around. It's not there. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm swarmed with the thought of bro finessed their ball. Bro took their ball. It wasn't even the landscapers from back in the day that bro was on about. It was this man. He just has the thing out for the dogs or something. No wonder they don't like him. I'm like, dang, I'm actually a little appalled because I'm like, why would you do that? Like, what is, like, what kind of person you gotta be to take away a toy from a dog that you don't even own, you don't even know it's a neighbor's dog? Like, what? Bro's in the hospital and you're taking away that's crazy. So the ball's gone. I'm a little appalled. I'm thinking the worst case scenario happened. But as appalled as I am, a majority of the time, I'm thinking to myself, there's always another option. I can just go get him another ball. If she got plenty of toys at the crib she don't use, I'm going to just go get it, whatever it may be. Like, they're chilling. I'll just go bring him another ball. I come back the next day. I forgot the ball. I don't have the ball, right? I'm out there chilling, and then I remember, I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to bring him the ball, bro. Like, that's fucked. Spiraling those thoughts of, like, why the fuck would bro finesse their ball? Like, these poor little dogs, like, whatever. Then we out there playing in the yard for, like, 10, 15 minutes, right? All of a sudden, bro, this is the weirdest shit. Like, there's no hiding spots in the yard. I searched them multiple times the other day. All of a sudden, I'm out there just walking around. We in the corner of the yard. One of the little dogs come back, and just in the middle of the yard, the ball is right there. A bright ass tennis ball. This shit like supernatural, bro. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Where did that come from? There's no way. There's no way, bro. Like there's no way. But there was, and it happened. And I'm just like, it was when I really surrendered and was like, I'll just get him. Like, the worst case scenario may or may not have happened. It clearly didn't, because neighbor bro didn't return it while I was there in the yard. Like, it literally just appeared. Like, I was with the two dogs, dog go running around and shit, and I don't know where the fuck it came from. Like, it didn't hit the ground or nothing. And it's like, bro, like, I'm not about to expose bro and send a video of the yard and shit, but y'all probably saw it in one of the clips anyway. And I'm just like, this is baffling. Like, this is boggling. How did this happen? And I immediately thought, ooh, I gotta make this vid, bro, because I've been putting this vid off for a little bit. But now that I have these 3 examples, it's like, oh my god, it's crazy. It's crazy. So that's number 2. And then, matter of fact, you know what's funny too is the ball's gone again. So they be fucking around. Maybe it's somewhere in the house. They be bringing it in and out. I don't know. But even in the house, it's a small crib. There's not a lot of hiding spots. Something's going on. But it's a test, bro. That's what it is. Is my conviction really there? Is it snowing? It's like it's snowing. So that's story number 2. Example number 2 of using the formula. And I want to see if y'all already catching on to some of these common denominators, at least the way I'm explaining it. The third and final example, the biggest example, right? I've had my car keys for like 8 years. These are the keys that I've always had for my car. Ain't nothing special about it, bro, right? Just a little character to them. They got all my old gym passes, Golds, Panera, Tooks, Little John from Disney on there. I don't know, a little patch because I'll put nothing in there, but I used to put a little loud in there, you know. John from one of my exes, the Coach John from one of my wallets, just a little carabiner, like just shit, you know what I mean? And it's one of those weird things. Like, I'm really good about like not hoarding shit. I'm very neat and organized and clean and whatever. I always know where my keys are. I never lose anything. And on Halloween, right, I'm at the bros crib again, the bros. So we out there cooling and booing and chilling. We out there having a good time. We sipping a little, nothing crazy. I'm not an alcoholic like that. I drink a little bit and I'm cool. And we just do our little ritual where we spin the block. My first time ever smoking weed was on Halloween in like 8th grade. So I've been smoking for 9 years every single day up until like a year ago. I just quit cold turkey because of an ego death experience I had. Fun stuff. So complete identity shift. But anyway, we got our little ritual going. And we sipping a little, having a good time. And we go on like this. So first place we went is, I usually keep my keys in my pocket, my left pocket, when I go to their crib, because usually I put them down, but just in case anything happened, got to dip, got to move the car, whatever. They got a ton of cars in the lot and whatever, so I just keep them on me. Nothing unusual. I got keys with me and all that. And first thing we do is like, we go to this infamous house across town that like has a crazy setup or whatever, like a walkthrough haunted house. Everybody, there's a lot of heads at the crib. Everybody's girl there. Got the parents there. Everyone's sipping a little bit. Family there. They go all out for Halloween too, a little bit. And we get in the car. We gotta take 2 separate whips because there's a good amount of us. I hop in the car with Uncle Jack and Mother Nancy. Shout out to the fam. Yeah, so we scoot over to the other side of town. We get there. I even got keys with me. I'm like, oh, we're gonna go to the haunted house. We get there. We hop out, and it's too late. It's like 5 minutes too late. They shut down at like 10. We got there like 10:10, 10:05. So we're like, ah, fuck, that's fine. But kid and the other heads beat us there, so they actually got to do a quick walkthrough. There's like a family friend there too, whatever. So they're chirping them. I get in the car. We all go back to the house, and then we do our typical lap around this big ass block in town, in their neighborhood. And then after doing that, sorry, actually not even. We usually do that. We did not this year for whatever reason. We were distracted. It's a big squad of us. We do go in one of these new fucking McMansions they're building. If y'all in the burbs, y'all know what I'm talking about. Even in the city too. Like they always put up these they tear down the OGs, the little duplexes, and they put up these fucking McMansions. And this is a duplex, but it's a fucking McMansion duplex. I literally just censored myself, but I'm out here in the woods alone. And we're just walking around. We searched one of the sides. They're the same size, but we searched one of the sides, like up and down, the whole thing. I'm gonna just grab these little sticks over here. Like, where'd bro go? We searched the whole crib. You know, part of the Herb X instinct from our past. We just gotta check it out. So a big ass empty crib. We walk it around. We're checking it out. Everything cool. And then we go to the mills. It's this old spot. It's like a little park. And then we go down the trail. And keep in mind, y'all, it is fall. Like, look around me right now. There is mad fucking leaves everywhere. And we take this fat walk down the trail. And there's a spot that overlooks the highway on the cliff called the Cliffs. And we did it all. And then we go back to the crib. And then we get back to the crib. And I'm like, oh shit, where are my keys at? Very unusual that I don't have them. That never happens. So I take a walk up the street to Uncle Jack's in the middle of the night. Really just me. It's late. And I'm not bugging, but I'm kind of like, fuck. Like now tomorrow I gotta find. Now I'm stuck at their crib. And I'm like, dang, like if I lose my keys, I got spare, right? I got spares, but if I lose my keys, there's like 8 years worth of nostalgia on these Johns that is about to be damned and crowed, about to be gone. Which is fine. Like at the end of the day, I'm not gonna stress on it. And I was trying hard not like it doesn't hit you till it's gone, right? I'm like, damn, like there's a lot of just memories and shit and just like lore from having like a little item like that, especially when it's decked out in a little character. Like you look at a pair of keys, it's nothing special, but like especially with like nowadays the modern Johns, it's just be the key. But you know, there's a little nostalgia on there, like gifts on there and shit. I'm like, damn, that's kind of fucked. Like I'll find them though, whatever, I'll find them. And it really just felt like I'll find them. Like it's cool, I'll find them. It's something that I can't explain. If you have had that feeling, everyone's had that feeling where it's like it needs to be somewhere logically that I have been. It happened tonight, so I'm gonna find it. I did not find it because I only went up the street where I hopped in Uncle Jack's trip to go to the haunted house. I ran back down to the unfinished crib, the McMansion. I did a whole lap through the McMansion again, dolo. It was not there. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll find it tomorrow. We'll do a lap on the trail tomorrow, fat walk, and we'll go to the haunted crib. I slept on it. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, that would be kind of fucked if I did not find them. You know, it's not the end of the world. I keep telling myself, I'm like, it's not the end of the world. If I don't find it, fine, whatever. I have spares. I can have Ma bring one of the spares tomorrow to be up out of here. But I wanted my fucking keys back, and I was fighting that doubtful feeling of like someone probably took them or like, but that it was just that internal conflict going on of like, you know. Someone probably took them, but at the same time, like, who the fuck would take keys and not like bring it to the station or some shit? And just y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Everyone can extrapolate this type of story to their own life. Oh, I said it like that. Their own life. So the next day, I get a ride from bro. We go to the haunted crib. It was I'm talking like 20 square foot radius that I walked around there. I got out the crib, I got out the car, I walked around the car halfway into the driveway, heard that it was shut down, saw them coming out, saw the fan friend, shout out Dr. Bear, and then hop back in the whip and beat out. That's the area I searched, and it was not there. And then we go back. I'm like, fuck, we gotta hit the trail. Like, you don't gotta come with me, but I gotta go hit the trail, which is down the street from their crib. Whatever, not a big deal. I go to the trail. Bro comes with me. I searched the McMansion again that day, just in case, because they about it was the weekend. They about to start construction again, pretty soon. Did not see it in there. We hit the trail. We're taking it dummy slow, swishing through all the leaves. Like, it's a clanky, y'all saw it. It's a clanky thing of keys. Like, if I'm going through the bushes, if I'm going through the leaves, I'm finna kick it out, and it's finna appear, because it's, it's a bulky. That's what I like about the bulky Johns. Not gonna lose them. Apparently, supposedly, allegedly. So now we hitting the trail. We hit the whole trail. We go all the way to the cliffs. We slow searching. We peep in every little area. Not there. Go to the cliffs where it could have fallen down the cliff near the highway. Not there. I'm like, fuck. It's gone. Now I'm like, okay, I need to surrender. I need to really be like, I lost the keys. They're gone. Take it to the chin and call it a day. Right? Now my focus shifts. I'm thinking to myself, to not be stressing on this, to be able to actually take it to the chin and move on, I need to be predominantly thinking to myself, because now I'm aware of this method that I've created, and I'm using it. I'm actively applying it. Same with the doggo story, the little ankle biters. But I'm like, now I need to actively be. This is where the non-action part comes in, but it's still not easy, and hence why it can fail. I still have the internal conflict going on of like, someone fucking finessed it, bro. It's fucked. Like, it's gone. Whatever. But then that other voice is like, chill, bro. It's fine. It doesn't fucking matter. You can still be whatever. Like, we'll find another pair of key, whatever it may be, and all that going on. But I shift my focus to predominantly be thinking, I'm going to be driving my car today. I'm going to be driving my car tomorrow, and for the foreseeable, every single day, for the foreseeable next however long. And I'm really focusing on that thought. I'm sitting there envisioning myself. Like, if you don't practice this shit, bro, it is not fucking easy when you have that shit where you feel like you don't have control, because I don't. The keys are gone. It's out of my hands now. And you're just like, this sucks. Like, I'm out of control. I want what I want. I want the keys, but I did everything I could in my power, and now I have to let go. And that's what I did. A week went by, bro. I just accepted it. As I started predominantly thinking that thought of like, it's out of my hands, let it go. I'll be driving anyway. I am still blessed to have the whip, still grateful to have the whip, grateful to be whipping around. As I'm thinking that throughout the week, those thoughts of, fuck, it's gone, my keys, the nostalgia, the gifts, the OG gym passes, that fades out, right? I'm not having those thoughts anymore. A week later, I'm here with the bros, chilling, booling, elevated state. All of a sudden, I get a missed call. I don't recognize the number. I let it go to voicemail. I checked the voicemail, and it's from my OG gym, bro, that I was not at for 4 years, 3 to 4 years. Shout out Tewksbury Sports Club, bro, and Shotty who answered the phone, Shotty who called. And they're like, yo, some bro called. He said he's got your keys. Like, he found. I'm like, what? What is this? Got my keys? What do you mean? I'm just like, this is crazy. So I'm thinking, okay, Tewksbury Sports Club has my keys. I call her back. She's like, oh no, we don't have your keys. But the bro who called said he does. And I'm like, okay. So how are we finna do this? She's like, oh, like I couldn't give him your information, privacy policy, whatever. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. So she gave me bro's number. And the last name of bro was a head I went to school with. And I told them, and they're like, yo, it's definitely bro's dad. Careful, I don't want to stab you. Watch out. And we're over here thinking, oh, we're over here geeking, bro. Because this is just proof that this technique works when it's properly applied. I'm just getting a fire starter ready here. So I call bro, or I text bro. He's like, yeah, like you can get him whenever. Actually, I text him the next day. Because now I'm like I just knew this would happen. That predominant thought was like the overwhelming sense of peace that I could not explain, that did not feel like it came from me, was that feeling of like, I'm going to just get my keys back. Even though all logic, all left brain logic, reason, evidence pointed towards my keys are damned and gone. I'm not getting them back because I checked everywhere that they were. And I'm just not going to get them. Like, that's that. So all that happened. And I call him, text him the next day. He's like, yeah, you can come and scoop him, whatever. So I go, pull up to bro's crib. Sure enough, it's the crib adjacent to, is that the right word? Or across from, a jar. Is the crib, it's the crib across from the haunted crib. I'm like, no way. I'm like, bro, I searched. I actually pulled up and it was his wife, but I was like, yeah, I pulled up, fucking was searching and lurking around, didn't see it. She's like, I was like, where was it? She's like, in the leaves, like right there. Literally where I got out the car. And my intuition told me too, I was like, the only place it could be is when we did this parkour slide down a rock on the trail, in which it was not there. We checked multiple times. And when we pulled up to the haunted crib, and she was with us, right? She was all excited and shit. So when I was getting out, she like hopped over my lap and shit, caused a little commotion. I was a little crunk, I was a little tipsy, and maybe they fell out the car then. Most of the time they'd be dangling out my pocket like this. Or maybe she stepped on it, snagged on her foot, went flying out the whip. Maybe, right? But since we checked, I wasn't even thinking that anymore. Let's get warm, y'all. It's brick. Yep. Yep. Come on now. So I got my fucking keys back, bro. Now I want to tell y'all the actual formula. It's called Besto Manifesto. It's an acronym. I think that's the word for it, where each letter stands for something. Manifesto is just the word, but Besto, got it written down in case I forgot. It stands for build, expect, surrender, think from, and observe. So let that sink in for a minute. What I just tell y'all about how each story correlated, had common denominators. This is what I meant. Bless you. You had a sneeze? Come here. Come by the fire. Come here. So build. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna walk y'all through it now. Okay. So first step in Besto Manifesto is build. Build what, Keed? I thought you said no action. I did. You're building a desire. Build and believe. So this is step one. This is what everybody fucks up. Everybody fucks this up because you build a desire. Well, my fault. The mic's right there. I want to work from home. I want to make 10K a month. I want to start my business. I want to get a girlfriend, get a boyfriend. You build the desire. Everybody can do that. But you're fucking up on step one because you don't believe that it can actually happen. You're like, well, of course I do. Then why hasn't it happened? Because your beliefs don't align with your desire. You're thinking to yourself, I want this thing. And then you're taking action, unaligned action, because you don't actually believe it. And you're looking for validation because your current beliefs do not support you actually having that thing or desire. So when you're looking for validation, like, did it work? Did it work? Obviously fucking not. So build and believe is B. E is expect. If you believe that it can happen and that it will happen, right? Think about the story, all three examples I just told y'all. We did not just believe that it could happen or that it would happen, but we expected it to happen. We felt E can also be entitled. You are why the fuck are you not entitled to all the success that you see online? Why are they but not you? If you're a good person, why do you not have what you want? It's because you don't feel entitled to it. You don't expect it when you fucking should. Surrender is number 3. You need to surrender to the present moment. You tried everything you possibly could, right? Do not confuse this with looking for evidence that it's working. That's going to sabotage this state. Surrender is looking for, is it working? Is it working? Digging up the seed after you plant it, disturbing its growth. Nature's going to do its thing, bruh. Let nature fucking do its thing. Get out of your own way. Stop trying to control shit after you've tried everything. This is actually a really good example if you have trouble with that, like my left brain, bro. When you're starting out practicing and you are used to control, as I was as well, exhaust all of the options you personally control and then literally give up. But if you're still on step 3 and you are still believing in building the desire, that has not gone away, you still expect it and feel entitled to it, then you try everything in your power, does not work, surrender, but keep those other 2 steps in place and fucking let go. Literally give up your action and watch that shit pop off. So number 4 is think from the state of it being achieved. If I knew that the dogs had the tennis ball, which I already got to see them play with, I saw how happy it made them. I knew that I have another ball at the crib, I can just bring it back and give it to them. I knew that like, okay, I just know, like, they're gonna be booing. They're booing right now because they know that I know that I'm gonna bring them the ball. Think from, I was driving my car that whole week. I knew that feeling of driving the car. Like, whether I have a spare key or not, I'm driving my car. Like, it doesn't matter. Whatever, I'm gonna drive the whip. The first example, getting the flicks. The example I gave was the flicks. We got the flicks. Oh, now there go the plane. Now there go the plane, huh, Keith? She's so cute. So the first example being the flicks, like, we just obtained what was ours. Like, we envisioned everything going as to plan. We faced an obstacle greater than what we thought we could handle, but we still had faith. We still were booing about. We knew that there was other options just in case, and we went and we took what's ours. We obtained. We observed the opportunity. Kid went in the back, observed this fire-ass room, better than the first one. We obtained it as an opportunity. So that just goes to show y'all, you got to keep in mind, like, nothing's going to change if you're not ready to surrender, because that's what I noticed with all of my clients actually, is the guys get better physical results, right? Like better transformations and everything physically, whereas the females get better mindset transformations, complete identity resets. And that's just because it's in human nature, where guys are the masters of the physical realm. They are good at taking action, logic, reason, right? Just like bro, who we were on about earlier. Whereas it's harder to do things that are of feminine nature, like surrender, have faith, and creativity. Thinking of different ways to do shit that aren't necessarily, different opportunities that aren't necessarily physical and action taking. It's harder for guys to do that, versus the ladies have easier time doing those creative things and having faith and surrendering, especially in meditations, achieving deeper states of meditation, which is a very, very cool thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, when I say cool, I mean like that shit gets trippy, bro. Like, drugs aside, bro, you can really be tripping out on some meditation. So, and that's not even on some weird shit. Like, I know in the modern day, like, it comes off as that, oh, there's a blue jay over there, that's sick. I know in the modern day, it's like, it's almost frowned upon, where it's like, oh, you be on that woo-woo shit. It's like, bro, this is science, bro. And it's like, if you want to ignore all that shit, metaphysics especially, it's like, that's on you, bro. Like, you're slow. I'm sorry, but you're slow. Like, it is science, bro. Like, metaphysics and shit, consciousness, like, just because humanity doesn't have a way to explain it now doesn't mean that shit isn't real and exists. So, like, that's why I question a lot of science too, you know, because it's just our basic understanding right now. If you were born 200 years ago, not that long ago, right, our grandparents, like, you would be thinking that the fucking, I don't know, maybe it wasn't 200 years ago, 500, 300 years ago, where they thought the fucking Earth was the center of the universe and the sun is revolving around the Earth. Like, everybody just believed that, bro. That's why you got to be careful with science, bro. It's like, trust your intuition, trust your faith. And it's like, if you don't have any faith in that shit or in yourself, how are you going to have faith in the shit that they're telling you about? You know what I mean? Like, take everything with a grain of salt. Bro, if you are struggling with this stuff like I did a year ago, like, it took me a year to understand what it really meant to do these things and create my own reality. Because you got to be grateful, bro. At the end of the day, like, you created if you're down bad, you got to be grateful because you created being down bad, and that alone, that discovery alone should make you grateful, in that you know that you can change it. Shit did not change in my life until I understood that, until I was at the lowest point, ego death, right? Just over a year ago. Finally accepted. I was like, I get it now. Like, I chose this. I created this sense of being down bad, and I accepted it, and it was true. It's the only thing that made sense. It's like, how could God allow such suffering? He allows free will and grants you everything you wish, and that is literally just what you focus on. And it's like, I literally chose being down bad, and everyone is doing the same thing. So if you struggle with the shit, and you are dead ass ready to change, like, bullshit aside, this is what my coaching programs are for. So if you're trying to get jacked along the way, right, trying to get a little muscle along the way and achieve that curvy hourglass figure along the way, then let me know, right? They're not cheap programs, bro. Like, that is what it takes, is like having the faith. Again, that's what this whole video is about, having the faith, knowing that when you invest in yourself financially, mentally, physically, spiritually, you will get the return. But if you're doing it from the sense of like, this better work, and it's all on the nothing you are gonna do is finna work. Like, that's not a program problem, bro. That's a you problem. It comes down to like again, what I said in this whole video. Nothing has to do with meditation. Nothing has to do with journaling. Nothing has to do with hitting weights at the gym. Like, it all comes down to literally a choice in your focus, what you're concentrated on, what you're looking at, what you're tuning into, bro. And that's what it takes. Like, it is that simple, but it is not easy. And if you are struggling with that, DM me on Instagram, bro. Let me know right here, Keys Graham, because like, nothing's gonna change. This program is only gonna work if you are serious about it, if it means a lot to you. Like, the reason I got the results that I did in my reality creation life experience is because I've dabbled with this shit my whole life, and it was that internal conflict of science and spirituality and faith and whatever, versus when I just really was like, okay, I'm starting to get it now, and I just try one thing at a time, bro, and just really focus and concentrate on myself and stop looking for external validation. Is it working? Am I manifesting? It's when shit changes, and that shit's not easy to do. It's simple the whole video I just explained, the 5-step method, Besto Manifesto. It makes sense. It's simple, but it is not easy if you don't have practice doing this shit. So that's my offer to you guys. You know, my lowest program is a couple $100, but listen, it gets you life-changing and altering results. It is a complete identity shift. So if that is something you're into, if you're ready to quit the bullshit excuses and really just be the version of yourself and get jacked along the way, let me know, bro. That's something I gotta start doing too, because I don't be posting on here enough, and I really rock with YouTube. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing some of that too, because I realize I don't do enough of like showing testimonials of my clients and their success and their progress and their shifts. So I definitely gonna start doing more of that as well, incorporating some examples, you know, from a business perspective. Like, I definitely don't do enough of that, but I'm gonna start getting on that. So but yeah, that's the video for y'all today. Out here chilling, staying blessed, staying warm. Y'all gotta do the same. Y'all gotta stay blessed out there. So I'm happy to share this video, because if I had something that put it this simply and like gave a step-by-step formula, you know, a year ago, who knows how different it'd be. But I'm grateful to be able to share this experience with y'all, because it is what genuinely worked for me. It took me a lifetime to figure out, but a year to put it together and have the faith in that it works. But again, like, this is shit that is not new, right? This is shit that is, you've heard everywhere else, but just put in a different way. And it's like, you're not gonna hear what I'm actually saying. You're gonna hear your level of consciousness at the end of the day. So just keep that in mind, y'all. And that's not a diss at all. Like, be grateful that there's levels to the shit and that you're working on it. Like, watching this video alone means that you're capable, and you're listening, and you're working on it, and you are a step ahead of the majority of the people, for real. So that's that, y'all. DM me on Gram if you're ready to change. Let's do this shit, bro. Stay blessed. Coach Keed, we out.